or we undermine the confidence in the police. And public confidence, once it's lost, it's hard to regain. So each time you put on your uniform and you perform your duties, remember that you must show exemplary behavior and excel in your work and never fail the public that you are sworn to serve. Lastly, I want you to stay focused on the most important thing in your life, and that should be your family. There'll be days where you suffer inconsolable loss because of what you've seen. Take care of yourself and take care of your family. When you leave here today, tell those special people in your life, thank you. Thank you for what you've done to help me. And that includes members of your extended family, the people who are sharing the stage with you, to your left, to the right, in front of you, and behind you. They will serve as a source of inspiration, strength, and happiness. Lastly, in closing, I just wanted to read a quote that I think captures the spirit of what I've been trying to say to you today. John F. Kennedy said, "In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted a role in defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger," end quote. We recognize you are part of a chosen generation whose defense of freedom today will impact our lives and the lives of the generations to come. Our citizens are grateful for your devotion, and we are all very proud of you. Don't let us down. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to ask Dr. Ron Casey to come to the podium to receive a special award, and I'd ask Jim Santor to join us. We have a couple of awards for Dr. Casey. This will be his last academy, and he's going to move on into the classroom. So I had a little thing I put together. I thought I'd say I wanted to take a moment to recognize Doc Casey. This will be his last academy class. He is not retiring, although some say he should. He's staying here and returning to the classroom. Doc Casey retired from NYPD with 20 years of service. He also retired from the Army Reserves at the rank of major with 20 years of service. After police work, Doc Casey went on to earn his doctorate of education from Columbia University in New York. From there, he went on to become a special education teacher, a calling as high as that of a police officer. Years later, he became a principal in the New York City school system, where he served for over 10 years. Doc Casey came to the Community College of Southern Nevada in 1997, has been the driving force behind 17 police academies, representing the graduation of 491 new police officers in our community. Doc Casey put more police officers on the path to higher education than any single person in our state. And I could say that because Doc Casey motivated me to go back to school, get my degree, and there are so many people in the police community that he has reached out to and spent his personal time helping them select curriculum and reminding them that education is important in our job. So it is with great pride I present to you Dr. Casey. We have a couple of awards for him. I'd let Jim Santor present his award.
Well, you all heard the wonderful accolades that Ron and his wonderful history. When he came to the college as a young man, we tried to figure out what to do with him. And he said, "All I want to do is teach." And we said, "No, Ron, we want you to create a police academy, because that's been Jim Santor's dream since 1977, and the old guy needs to have a police academy." So Ron said, no, I don't want it. And we said, "Ron, we need a police academy." Ron has taken the idea, which is all it was, and turned it into what you see before you. And the future is built on that foundation, and it's with a great deal of gratitude that I present this plaque from our department to Dr. Ronald Casey, and hope you enjoy it and appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you in the classroom.
I also have an award I'd like to present Dr. Casey from the Henderson Police Department and all the folks he's helped there, and it's an eagle. It says Doc Casey on it in recognition for years of service, 1997 to 2006, in the Southern Desert Regional Police Academy. I'd like to give this to Doc Casey, a friend and a mentor. We'll set this over here, Doc, so you can pick it up later. That's for you guys. And the TAC staff, the Academy would also like to present Dr. Casey with an award.
I'm the newest TAC officer out at the Academy. I spent a short time with Dr. Casey. He welcomed me in, which I appreciated, made me feel at home. This is on behalf of the Academy TAC staff.
I'm sure Dr. Casey has a few words to say.
Thank you. It's kind of bittersweet. 8.5 years ago, when we first started the Academy, we really didn't know where it was going to go. Somewhere sitting up here is probably about the 500th graduate from the Academy since we started in 1998 was the first class. I learned a long time ago when I was a young police officer that there were people out there that helped me when I first started. And I vowed that if I ever got to a point in my life where I could help people, that's what I want to do. I think that being a police officer is probably one of the most noble professions there are. I think that the state of Nevada has given me a chance to continue my professional life, and I just tell you, I love the state of Nevada. I don't think we say enough about the greatness of the state that we live in. And for all you fellows out there and gals, stay safe and God bless you.
Now, the TAC staff have some awards they'd like to present. First, we would have Officer Deb Langevin come forward.
Good morning, everyone. I'm especially proud to present the Physical Training Award because I truly believe that it takes drive and determination to push your body to physical limits to achieve a certain goal. Drive and determination are also two of many special attributes it takes to be a police officer, and the following two officers showed that drive and determination each time they performed. The Southern Desert Regional Police Academy awards the top male and female physical performer for the following areas: sit-ups, push-ups, 300-meter sprint, and a 1.5-mile run. These exercises are standardized through the Nevada Police Officer Standards and Training and are performed 3 times throughout the Academy, along with their regular physical training days, which have been upped to just about every day. So it felt. An average of the test is taken to determine the top physical performer. It is now my pleasure to introduce the top male physical training award to an officer who has incredible speed and agility for his size. In fact, he resembles a speeding freight train when he's sprinting toward you. I can't imagine anybody who'd want to run from him. A former defensive back at California State University at Berkeley, and now a North Las Vegas police officer, Officer Randall Perkins, please come forward and accept your award. Thank you. To give you an idea of the competition, there was only 1 point separating Officer Perkins and Officer Corey Ray, and 2.4 points behind Officer Ray was Officer Chris Traska. Good job, gentlemen. Officer Perkins' best scores were 57 sit-ups in 1 minute, 101 push-ups, a 40-second 300-meter sprint, and a 12-minute 30-second mile-and-a-half run for an average of 93.4% overall. Congratulations, Officer Perkins. It is also my pleasure to introduce the top female physical training award to an officer who came to the Academy just 5 months after birthing a baby. With her busy home life and somewhat busy Academy life, she still found energy to push on and become the Academy's top female physical training performer. a former, and I'm proud to say, fast-pitch softball center fielder at the University of Nevada at Las Vegas, and now a Henderson police officer. Officer Lisa Sampson, please come forward and accept your award. Also pushing Officer Sampson, and only 3.7 points behind, was Officer Robin Keep, and a mere 0.4 of a point behind Officer Keep was Officer Arbrisha Dima. Good job, ladies. Officer Sampson's best scores were 51 sit-ups in 1 minute, 75 push-ups, a 48-second 300-meter sprint, and an 11-minute 53-second mile-and-a-half run for an average of 89.2% overall. Congratulations. Good job, everyone.
Next, we'll have Officer Emmett Jordan with the Valedictorian Award.
Good morning. It is now my privilege to present the Valedictorian Award for Class 2006-01. During the 22 weeks of the Police Academy, recruits were given 9 written tests, which included a midterm and final exam. On top of this, they endured 3 long, stressful days of practical testing, which included field interviews, DUIs, domestic disturbance, and crimes in progress. The class valedictorian is determined from the combined average of all these exams. Before I announce the valedictorian, I would like to recognize the 4 officers who make up the top 10% of the class academically. In 5th place, with an academic average of 91.71%, Officer Lauren Vanaski, North Las Vegas Police Department. In 4th place, with an academic average of 92.14%, Officer Chad Parquet, North Las Vegas Police Department. In 3rd place, with an academic average of 92.98%, Officer Matthew Brown, Henderson Police Department. In 2nd place, with an academic average of 93.48%, Officer David Linden, Henderson Police Department. And finally, the valedictorian for the graduating class of 2006-01 with an academic average of 94.14%, Officer Philip Bledsoe, Henderson Police Department.
And now I'd like to invite up Sergeant Jill Morrison for the Leadership Award.
I need to stand up. I have the honor of presenting the Leadership Award. The amazing thing about this award is that it isn't based on any test, it isn't based on any score, it isn't based on any title given or any vote by the staff. It's simply based on a decision, or rather a relationship that was fostered within this class for the last 22 weeks. Ray Kroc said, "The quality of a leader is reflected in the standards that they set for themselves." To the recipient of this award, I wish to say this: when you set the bar for yourself, you set it high. They saw that. Some felt they weren't capable of setting their own bar that high, but you gave them the courage, the motivation, and in some cases the skills, not only to set their bar higher than they ever have, but to far exceed it. And they have. And today, they have recognized you as the person that got them to that point. Mark Twain said, "Great people are those who make others feel that they too can be great. Ladies and gentlemen, Officer Gil Chavez of the North Las Vegas Police Department.
I'd like to call up Sergeant Wells, Sean Wells, please. The class has an award they want to give out.
Hello, my name is Sean Wells. I've had the privilege of being the class sergeant to bring us to the end. But as you've seen, we've recognized officers for physical achievements, we've recognized officers for scholastic achievements, and for leadership. There's one thing we didn't recognize, though, the officer with a heart. There's one officer who has shown through the entire academy. He has always been there. He stayed late, come early, works hard, smiles every day. If you need something, he was there. One thing I can say that I really like about this class, especially this TAC staff, I went to him, I said, hey, I just want to talk to you about a person, a situation that we'd like to recognize. And of course, as usual, they were already one step ahead of me. They already identified the subject and were thinking of something to do. So at this point, what I'd like to do, and this is coming from class 2006-01, I'd like to call Officer Redsel forward, please. Brian Redsel, from class 2006-01, in recognition of your hard work, enthusiasm, and overall heart, given this day, August 9th, 2006. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Now it's the moment everybody's been waiting for. We're going to go ahead and pin on the badges and present the certificates of graduation. We'll start with Chief Richard Perkins from the Henderson Police Department. If he would come forward.
Astro, hands, hook. Out, hey.
Officer Philip Bledsoe. Officer Daniel Boscovich. Officer Matthew Brown. Officer Nathan Calvano. Officer Jacqueline Daly, her husband Theodore Schaefer, LVMPD, will be pinning on her badge. Officer Abrisha Dima. Officer Brian Drone. This badge will be pinned on by Officer Charles Lum, Henderson PD, 10-year veteran. Officer Sean Dunlap. Officer Johnny Fluellen. Officer Nicole Guess. Officer Stephen Harvey. Officer Christopher Holman. Officer Robin Keep. Officer John Kong. Officer David Linden. Officer Adam Luchchek. Officer John Mayer, his badge will be pinned on. His badge will be pinned on by his uncle, Mel Waxman, NYPD retired, Homicide Division.
First row, right, face. Take seats.
Officer Luke Morrison. Officer Anthony Pecorella, his badge will be pinned on by his brother-in-law, Brian Bonitsky, LVMPD, 7-year veteran. Officer Don Perry. Officer Robert Pettit. Officer Brian Redsell.